Welcome everyone to episode 192 of the Trust the Plan podcast. I'm Nick.
And I'm Jim.
And I want to remind everyone that we're just up to our Labor Day transition from TD Ameritrade to Charles Schwab. If you have any questions, please call us. We're here to help you. Really, the only thing that you need to do in advance is log into advisorclient.com and follow the prompts to set up your Charles Schwab ID. And that will be live after Labor Day. So we're here for you, and we'll help you get that done. But today, we're talking about real estate and 1031 exchanges. Now, a 1031 is kind of like a rollover from a 401k to an IRA, right? Where you're going from one investment to another, and there's no taxation, right? We're kind of deferring the tax till later. So, I've talked for years about investing in real estate and owning duplexes and everything. So why would I be talking about selling and doing a 1031? Well, here's why. Let's take a look. All right. This is a video of a rental that I have that they just moved out. Okay. And you can see, it's destroyed. It's completely trashed. It's going to take, $10,000 to rehab this place. And, there's your whole year of profit gone, okay? Let alone the energy drain of, having to hire the people to do this work or do some of it yourself and, fill up a 20-yard dumpster, okay? Now we're talking about high rent district here in the city of Plymouth, and people are trashing the place like this. Let's just look at that one more time, okay? So when I deal with this, and by the way, this is like the fourth one this year, so I can pick them, right? I know how to pick them. Oh,
really? Wow.
So every time it's this $10,000 rehab, and if you're not watching on YouTube, please do so. The audio is great in the car, but on YouTube you get the better experience, and you can like and subscribe, and then you'll be notified when we publish new videos, and you'll be able to see what we're looking at here. Because it just doesn't. Me describing this trashed house doesn't really do it justice. So these people are living like pigs, and it's costing me all of my profit, okay? So if I have this asset worth a few $100,000 and there's zero return on that, and by the way, negative return if you're looking year to date, and there's three others that we had to rehab just like this, where do you think I'm sitting with my real estate portfolio this year?
You're probably a little bit frustrated with it.
I'm mad as a hornet. Okay.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do, right, except for have better people.
Right.
Okay, which I'm always trying to do. But ultimately, I'm evaluating. I got all these spreadsheets and everything, tracking, revenue and expenses, just like any business owner would do. And I'm realizing on a year-to-date basis, we're negative. Okay. Okay, negative. So it makes me start to think, what are we doing here? Right? What exactly is going on? And so that started me thinking, you know what, maybe it's not for me. And look, that's a knee-jerk reaction, okay, because we've been doing this for like 18 years and we've had a lot of success. So I think this is just a rough patch. But I did start thinking, maybe we need to get rid of a few of these that have habitual problems like this. And that's where you do a 1031 exchange. And that would be beneficial to defer any taxes on the sale of a property. So let's say you bought a house for like $170,000. And I have one that I'm thinking about in my head right now. It's worth you paid $170 and you've had it for like 8 years. Well, each year that you own it, you're taking depreciation, which means that you don't have to show any gains for the IRS, right? So you're able to show a loss, and all of a sudden, 8 years later, because you paid $170 and used depreciation, maybe your cost, your basis is like $120, okay? Well, now it's worth $250, right? The $170 that you paid is now worth $250. But really, if you sold it, you're showing a gain from $120 up to $250.
Right.
And maybe you don't want to pay that tax, right? Well, you can do a 1031 exchange. You sell the one property and you buy into another. And there are professional programs that we offer here at Peak and Ameritrade Schwab, where you can purchase into a 1031, right? And now you've turned over all of the responsibilities. It's like a line item on your brokerage account statement, and you earn interest, and you earn the REIT distributions,
right?
And there's no work. Okay, you don't have to deal with this.
Right.
Okay? So sometimes I start thinking that's pretty attractive, right? Okay, well maybe that program only pays 6%, and when I did the math to purchase this, I thought I was going to be at 8. Well, guess what? When you have this, you're not making 8,
right.
You're making 0. So you can make 6 with no work.
6 hassle-free.
Professionally managed global portfolio of Class A properties,
right.
Industrial, distribution, student housing, apartments, a little bit of office and retail, and you're making 6, but you're making 0 here.
Right. It's a pretty cool opportunity to be able to take a physical asset though and 1031 it into a, like you said, a managed investment that you're not responsible to check on, collect the rent checks and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah. So just full transparency, we haven't made any changes like this yet. I haven't done a 1031. I've never done one, but I'm aware of it, and for the rest of the year, this is like early August right now. For the rest of the year, you can darn well be sure that I'm going to be watching my costs and really evaluating close what are the profits on these houses, and making sure that we're earning what we think we are. You know what I mean? Yeah. And if we're not, well, maybe 1031s. Yeah, stay tuned. Maybe 1031s can be part of the future.
Yeah, that was good to show that though, because we do talk about rental real estate a lot, and sometimes it sounds glamorous. You'll just get this place, and people come in, and you just cash the rent checks, right? Well, sometimes there's another side to it. So that's a full.
There's the visual, and can you feel the pain? Can you hear the pain in my voice?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
You can feel it.
When I went through there, what was going through my mind, man.
Oh yeah.
I didn't say anything in the video, but you can imagine what was going through my head.
Edit if you did say anything though.
Yeah, we would have to bleep it out. Yeah. Okay. Well, if you're interested in learning more about how we work, if you want to meet us and have a second opinion about what you're doing with your money, maybe you'd like to talk about a little real estate, we'd be happy to engage. You can reach out to us at peakwm.com. And remember, when you work with us, you retire with peak confidence.